Hey guys, DJ Cooley here, and pretty much this video I'm gonna be doing from what I can get out of 10 trillion tech coins, and pretty much in this process I'm like showing from the bottom up. So right now I'm pretty much just giving my simple introduction right here, because I didn't have my microphone. I didn't want to bother using my microphone, but pretty much in the tedious process I show how pretty much how long it took me from getting all with the 10 trillion tech coins from literally me just watching all of it just go down all of a sudden. So right here, I pretty much started off with 500 billion tech coin, which is like a small start. Pretty much use all my boosts and everything. And pretty much here, I pretty much just basically, just started just showing all these hacker chests and everything. While I was doing that, I kind of had like YouTube in the background, pretty much watching a lot of Markiplier, and it wasn't about that bad of a thing because it was pretty much like like grinding, which I play a lot of grinding games, so doing this like didn't bother me at all. I know it kind of bothers for like some people because like sitting here, because especially when like people don't have like as much pets, so it'll take them a very long time. To me, it didn't took me too much time. As you see right here, pretty much hit the 1 trillion mark, even though I kind of like had a small like head start to it, but it wasn't as much. Right here, pretty much like still working my way up to like 2 trillion, all the way up to the 10 trillion. But in the meantime, like doing like all this, I did have small breaks, got myself some food, pretty much play like other games in the background, and also like listen to music again. Like I said earlier, watching a lot of Markiplier or like other YouTubers that I had in mind just to pass the time. As you see right here, pretty much got to the 2 trillion mark, and pretty much like continue working my way up. I mean, this is a game I was like do sometimes stream, but like I can see like my mods don't like some of my mods don't like me playing this game too much, or just call me a massive no life on this. And I know exactly who I'm talking about. If you're, and I know you two are watching this, I'm directing this shit towards y'all because y'all are bad. But as you see right here, I reached the 3 trillion mark. Pretty much like just got myself 30% done. Got it all. I pretty much made myself a small progress, and I pretty much continued all this going from here. Something like this, I had no problem with. I grew up playing a lot of grinding games, so this like me having this idea was like a small little fun project or goal that I had in mind. I wanted to do. It kind of did help me a lot because I managed to like got myself like with a huge boost with all the pets I got in the end, which I'll show. Right here, pretty much reached the 4 trillion mark on this one, and pretty much like constantly using I still had like enough boosts on me, which I didn't took me too long because each chest got me around like between around 10 billion to like 18 billion. So it pretty much wasn't much of a huge tedious process on that one. So I pretty much like just going here, just like pretty much destroying it pretty fast. And I think it took me like around like 5-ish seconds to destroy like one hacker chest with the 3 times damage boost. As you can see right here, pretty much made like I pretty much reached halfway, so it was like 5 trillion. So I kind of felt more relieved knowing I was like, halfway done with there, but still probably took me like a good like, I think myself it took me like an hour to finish all this, but surprisingly it didn't took me like much of an hour. Because like from this entire process from me getting to 10 trillion, it only took me around like, I would say, like an hour and a half, most likely. And right here I pretty much reached 6 trillion. So again, it took me like an hour and a half. That's with like all the boosts and like all like the dark matter pets I had right there. Thanks to like a lot of like viewers and like pretty much like some other like pretty much like some of the viewers that just randomly would just pop in and just help like donate some pets to me, which then again did give a huge boost from like doing this project. And right here you see I reached the 7 trillion mark. And then, to me right now, I just need like 3 bill more. Pretty much kind of the cost to just keep the grind going on, pretty much refreshing all of the boosts, all like the potions that I had. It pretty much got, made it something like fast forward. And I know I would pretty much get there within time. And as you see right here, I pretty much reached 8 trillion. So I just needed 2 trillion down, like pretty much 2 trillion more to go. I could have gone like, something a lot more higher, but I know that this video would have been a lot longer. And it was just like, it would not took like the amount of time I needed for it to finish this. So I pretty much like just going out there, just doing all that. And I know the one thing that came to my mind was like hatching all the eggs with 10 trillion. And right here, I pretty much reached like 9 trillion. And I know, I kind of like thought to myself, like I needed 1 trillion more. It was pretty much the final stretch. There was no need for me to like, refresh the potions. And I was completely wrong with that one because without the triple, like 3 times coin boost, it took a lot more longer than it needed to the point I actually just popped it and I kept the like pretty much like the 3 times damage on, so I just kept rolling with that. And right here, pretty much, you know, seeing myself doing a fun little goofy dance, you know, celebrating I just reached 10 trillion. And I think after that, like, I kind of stood back and just kept on using like the remaining triple 3 times coin boost to get as much as I can. I kind of got myself over like seven, like pretty much 800 billion more. And I know here comes like the part was kind of like, to me it was kind of boring, and you know, it was like pretty much very AFKable because I had like all the game passes pretty much just here. So making this thing was like making the small little thing was like a lot more faster. So pretty much just, you know, turn on the auto hatch and go by ×3. And honestly, this entire time I had like, you know, all of these full inventories and, you know, all that stuff. It was actually pretty nice. As you can see, I got my first 404 demon out of the second hatch of the run. Kept on going, you know. Pretty much just like, you know, see here, I'm just fast forwarding all of these things until I show like any that I got any good. I was mostly, I wasn't expecting myself to get the like a lot of like the huge hack cat, but I was okay with the amount of like 404 demons I was getting, because actually that was like my main priority, was to just to get. I didn't care too much in me getting the huge hack cat. I just want to get as much like 404 demons as I can to like help boost myself, because I know the new update's gonna come in a couple days once this video is released. And pretty much right here I can see I managed to pull like a lot more, like another 404. I think after, when I noticed, I remember this, after like a couple eggs here, I managed to pull in like a good couple more. Even though I pulled like, you know, just like the standard, you know, the Haxel, not the same, like the Haxalot, the Hack Cat, and the Hack Gators. Same for the bunch of the raccoons. Here's my other one, my other 404 demon. I was actually kind of getting lucky on this small like patch of eggs right here, because like the amount of RNG I was getting, plus with the ×2 event, with the ×2 potion, and with the ultra lucky potion I got as well. I was pretty much like, you know, getting really happy. As you see right here, I got my pretty much my fourth 404 demon right here in this small patch of time. And I wasn't expecting it. I just kept on going, and then I'm pretty sure after this one I got something really lucky. After it, I'm pretty sure it was like another 404. I think it was like the yeah, right here, the golden 404 demon. I kind of got real happy with that one. As a matter of fact, I got like a good amount of 404 within that short amount of time. But and after that, it kind of got dry, so I just pretty much kept on speeding up. You know, even though I was at my time when I was recording this, I wasn't, you know, it wasn't sped up. I had to literally sit there and watch all these eggs hatch. And I pretty much, after like a good couple minutes, I managed to get myself my other, like another 404 demon. And after that, I just pretty much like, you know, just have to watch all these eggs. Well, it wasn't that bad, because, you know, I was watching a lot of YouTube, and I was pretty much just like, majority of the time actually on my Switch, just playing the new the Pokemon game. Here's my other 404 demon going on. And after that, it's pretty much like, just like, you know, just like, again, like a good amount of dry streaks, and then I'll pop in like after like a good couple minutes, like, you know, 2 to 3 minutes, then another 404 demon will pop in, and like, you know, I'll achieve myself another 404. Here's my second golden one, which I was really happy about, because that was a huge prize, because I didn't have to sacrifice 6 regular 404s. So that kind of speed up the process a lot more. And even during the time, I was just like, you know, just playing on my Switch, or just playing Genshin in the background on my second monitor. And I think right here, I pretty much got like, again, another lucky one, another lucky 404. So I was happy with all the 404s I was getting. But honestly, this is like, here was like not that bad. I was actually just like, you know, just relaxing, just sit, even though I was like watching my character like just sit there and watch all of these. And here's my pretty much my first full inventory of all the pets I got. It was like a total of 690 pets from the hacker eggs, and it was like pretty much a huge like tedious process, because I didn't want to do much with the hacked raccoons, so it was pretty much just boring. So pretty much what I did with all the hacked raccoons, I pretty much deleted them, even though I could have been like nice and just like hopped into like public servers and just gave them all to random players, you know. But the thing is, I didn't want to have to constantly keep on hopping server to server and just give a random player, you know, a good amount of hacked raccoons, and just like, you know, even though they don't have access to, they do have access to the gold and the rainbow, but it'll still take them a good amount of time, you know, just to get them access to dark matter. And that would probably take me more time, because I have to convert all of them to like rainbow, versus I can just give them like, you know, my whole stash. But during that time, I was kind of like getting kind of tired, you know. I didn't want to do that, so I just sat there and just pretty much just deleted all of them. Even though if for some players, you know, that can't have a hard time trying to afford the hack reg, you know, it kind of sat them. And this one I got real lucky, because I actually managed to get myself a rainbow 404 demon, which was a very huge boost, because I could just throw that into the dark matter, and I could just wait the 5 days out. Honestly, I'm a very patient person, so I've done that for a couple pets too. I literally just throw them in there, and I'll just wait 5 days. Or sometimes I could just get like, you know, real, like, you know, if I do get impatient, I could just like again buy Robux for it, but then it's like $10 to boost like to instantly hatch it from 5 days. I'd rather just wait like a couple days and be smart and save myself like a couple of dollars. Other than that, I was pretty much just sitting here just watching all these eggs over and over again. And the one thing that kept coming to my mind was like, man, I had to literally like convert all of these from the base form to golden forms and then like to rainbow, and then just throw them in there, wait half an hour just for them like to get finished from the dark matter factory, and then like just grab them. Versus like how it was in like the original Pet Sim, you know. I was able to just convert them all like on the go. As soon as you have like a full inventory, you just convert it all on the go, and that's pretty much what I did again. I kind of miss my old days as like when I was playing a bunch of Pet Sim, because I was pretty much a god there. And as you saw there, I pretty much got my like another golden 404. I'm pretty sure it was passed by, and I was actually really stoked about that. And I was actually getting really happy with this whole run because the amount of 404s I was getting, which is again a huge boost for me to like, you know, just pretty much just go up there. And here's my second full inventory. As you can see right now, I was like pretty much like pretty much like stressed out because I had to like not hugely stressed out, but like still stressed out. Kind of delete all these raccoons, still like delete like the goldens and the rainbows, and then just pretty much convert everything else. Which like again, that's like pretty much like the most time tedious ones. I like after hatching all these eggs to point like I'd rather have more enjoyment, you know, just like pretty much breaking all the chests and then just like watching them hatch. I'd rather just like do those two over and over again and then just like have someone just convert the pets for me, because because you have to keep on using it 6 at a time, you know, and you have to go to these specific spots to hatch, you know, to convert them, and then you have to go to the dark world, you know, pretty much teleport it for like. And I know it's tedious for someone that doesn't have the teleport pass because they have to travel all the way over there back and forth. I know the easy way you could like either just reset. I'm pretty sure. I don't think you can reset anymore, but pretty much just reset to go back to the overworld, to the shop, convert it and all that stuff. But you know, someone's like for like me or like other people that pretty much bought all the game passes, it's pretty much more convenient for him. You know, they can just teleport to the shop, convert and all that. And I know like with this whole project, it was actually a lot more like beneficial for me doing this kind of like small little like video project, you know, just hatching all these eggs from 10 trillion. I kind of felt like glad about it too, because I do stream this game a lot on my spare time, especially like when I'm done like playing these games, like, you know, YBA, or, you know, doing like SBR, like playing some other game that feels suggest, you know, I usually end up the stream playing Pet Sim X. And the one at a time thing I'll do, and here's my third full inventory, you know, the same process. I'm just delete all the raccoons. And again, one of like the thing that kind of does like bring in like, you know, that kind of like not like kind of like, you know, irritates me a little bit, especially like when I don't have like all of these huge pets during the time when I was streaming. If like I know I'll get like a good amount of viewers and people will follow me, you know, it was like I appreciate all the follows and all that stuff, but there are some time where like, you know, when you ask for eggs, you know, not ask for eggs, like ask for pets, like, you know, I didn't have much on me too, so like I'm here trying to do my best to grind as much pets as I can, you know, to like convert them all to dark matter and start giving them out. Because I know the one thing I want to do is like if I manage to get myself a full like, you know, 4/4 demon that are dark matter, you know, knowing the fact I can destroy these like hacker chests that are very much for faster ease, and I just convert all these pets, you know, quicker and quicker, I'll be able to, you know, like gladly give them out. But like, and like right now, like I don't like, again, mean in a bad way, but like you gotta like sometime like, you know, it's gotta sometime like you know, give us some time and space, you know, especially when I like during the time I did have like, you know, like a good amount, but not like a great or a huge amount. But like it was something that like I was trying to do in my spare time, you know, especially when I'm like streaming Pet Sim X, I'm just trying to chill, you know, just unwind, you know, just especially with, like playing like a lot of these like high like shooting games or like something like that takes too much energy. I just like again like to play like Pet Sim X, just play some chill music and just sit here. Even like when I'm AFKing too, and I play like other games in my spare time, I'll even be playing like you know, mobile games with my friend, like my homeboys, and pretty much like even have Pet Sim X running in the background, you know. Even when I'm like here playing like just by myself, you know, either on Genshin, you know, or it's like RuneScape, or even when I'm also when I'm editing my videos too, I'm also having this on the background. But this one I kind of put all my focus on because I know trying to get to like the 10 trillion tech coins was going to be a tedious process. I know definitely for sure, like if I was going to AFK, I would definitely not get 10 trillion coins. I'll probably, if I were to do the AFK method, it'll probably take me around like, you know, a good couple of nights, you know, like probably like a good like week or two to get the 10 trillion. Because I know when I destroyed that giant alien chest, it gives me around like almost equivalent to like exact like 500 billion if I were to fully destroy it, versus like, you know, the hacker chest where I get around like 10 to 18, like 5 to 8 if I don't have any to boost. And pretty much just like I already do that one, the hacker chest. And again, the amount of time, the whole time this whole took me to make like do this whole like video recording session was around like 4 hours. As you can see here, I got my 4th full inventory, and I was like pretty much in agony because like this, I generally thought this like would be like a, you know, this still will take like a long process. At first I was gonna take a longer process, but I noticed I was like actually getting done with it pretty fast, especially with with the amount of space I had and all like all the game passes I had with the boost and everything. But still, if I getting, like I said, if I didn't have those game passes like the auto hatching and the triple egg hatches, it would have took me like longer and longer. Because I think that's probably like one of like the games. I think Pet Sim X was probably like one of the other one of the few games that I have that's like one of the simulators pretty much that I have all the game passes. I know I have all the other game passes for pretty much, I would say, Fishing Simulator and Mining Simulator, because I play those 2 games a lot, and I'm pretty sure people who have seen me play Mining Simulator, they all just look at me and like, is this question that like, have I even seen sunlight in Mining Simulator? Same thing for like for the original Pet Simulator 1. I played that again. Like I played the game for like a year and a half. I still remember the time when they were like, people were like going nuts over the huge Dominus and all that stuff. And then after, when the Hall Winterland came out, people were going nuts over the giant penguin. And I didn't really care much about the time. I was pretty much a god for just giving people a bunch of dark matter. And that's what I'm trying to do for this one run too, because I know in this Pet Simulator X, I want to give, you know, some people like a good amount of like pets that they can all be happy, you know. And I don't mind doing all these giveaways or all these raffles, you know. But the problem, like the issue right now, what I'm still dealing with is like me trying to get all these pets that I can just give away to people. Even I can like literally just give the like the hack cats and the haxigators and the haxalot. But I think the one people that really truly want me to, like, you know, it's like they just want to get their hands on, it's like mostly the 404 demons. And I know probably sometime in the future, because I know the next update, I don't think people are going to be focusing on the 404s anymore. I think they're going to be focusing on the new pets, especially when the void world's going to come out. And here in my 5th inventory, as you can see right there, I'm on a small glimpse of me scrolling down. You can see all like the rainbows that I had that I still need to convert to dark matter. I might just again just hold on to those like rainbows and then probably convert them in another time. But I could just like slowly give them all out. And I think right here in this next section, I was like pretty much like using all of my all the rest of the tech coins that I had. I think this one I kind of got lucky on this one, or I think kind of passed by, because I know one of on the runs on the feature here, I pretty much pulled 2 of them. I forgot exactly where it was, but I'm pretty sure y'all can just tell me in the comments or something like that. But right here, pretty much got myself like a good amount of 404s. I was actually really like happy on this run. Sadly, again, I didn't get the huge hack cat, but I mean, it was like kind of like a really rare chance. But again, most of my main goal was me trying to get all these 404 pets and how many I can get out of 10 trillion. So luckily, so far, like not a bad run. It was pretty sure if like someone could probably do this in their spare time too, but for a lot of players, it's not. But again, I'm kind of glad I did all this. But then again, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll catch everyone later.